Hello and welcome to Talk Time Anime. My name is Luca and I'm joined by Jordan
Hello.
and Eamon.
Hello.
Today we're going to be reviewing and discussing chapter 284 of My Hero Academia.
It's time.
It is time.
It's time for Shiggy to get bodied.
No, that's not true. Let's be fair here. He's
We'll
had
get
his
to that
moment,
at
I
the end.
suppose. Oh,
Last week we ended with Deku unlocking Float and picking everyone up into the air with Black Whip to fight Shiggy so he can decay everyone.
yes, very cool. We like it when the plot armor hits in right at the right time.
Okay, we can't say plot armor hasn't happened for Shiggy either. You can't say that.
I can say that actually. That's crazy.
If you're new to the channel, Jordan is an avid supporter of villains, especially Shiggy.
That man, oh my god, how dirty he's being done now. But then at the same time, he had the best. I don't know. We'll see how it ends.
It's not over yet. We'll get to it.
Yeah. The fact that the thing is, draw. It could be. It'll probably end up as a draw or something, just for the plot.
So then Deku puts everyone down because he realizes he can't use all these quirks at the same time. It's putting a lot of strain on his body.
Yeah.
So he puts everyone down. I'm worried, like, for Shoto's mental health. Like, if Gran Torino dies in his arms, like, that's gonna fuck the kid up.
Yeah, because like Endeavor was straight up like, Shoto, can you just get some medical help? It was like, okay.
I mean, it's gonna be low key crazy when he looks down and Gran Torino dies. He looks up and Shiggy's decaying his dad. That's gonna be mental when that happens.
That's gonna.
Man is literally going
Wow.
in. What are you gonna do to Shoto? What has he done to affect? Just what? Is it because he stopped Aizawa from getting decayed?
Number one debate. What do you think would traumatize him more, that or the kettle? Which one?
I think the kettle's still more traumatizing. Not gonna lie. If a boiling water hits your face, fuck me.
Anyway,
And never dying. Yeah, it'll be sad, but you know, it's just.
But you know, it'd be worth it for the Shiggy hype.
Yeah, I mean, with boiled water, you could have gone blind.
There we go.
There
Well,
we go.
Right, moving on from
I
that.
rest for now. I rest for now.
Last week we discussed that like maybe Deku wouldn't be able to use like Float very well straight out the gates, but Horikoshi had that covered and he sent us into a flashback.
Yeah.
Which
We didn't expect in the middle of a fight.
the plot armor thickens.
Yeah. But this flashback was really cool.
It was a really cool
He
flashback.
saved it
Firstly,
because
it
he
was
put the
like
Bakugo. Look.
First, I
firstly
wanna,
it was good to see
yeah.
All Might like be like a teacher. Like that was
Yeah.
Okay, I want
That
to point
was
something
really
out.
good.
We all know All Might is Deku's dad. There's no point hiding it anymore. He's the fire breather. We know.
We know. We've been known.
But yeah.
but
yeah,
we also have Uraraka helping.
I just want to point out
he's been helping with Black Whip.
and
We'll go.
yeah, Froppy as well. Floppy.
Froppy.
But yeah, Uraraka, the hairstyle on her looks so much better like this right now. I think her design for this.
Definitely agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really liking the like winter fits as well.
Yeah,
that
I think
UA have.
in general, one thing they've done really well is like every time they've had a costume upgrade, it actually generally looks a lot better.
Yeah, the man's
100%.
improving.
Yeah. It's the thing though, but I think that's the thing, bro. Being like, especially having a big manga at the moment, like his art style will improve over time. It's the same thing evidenced across like Oda, Kubo, and Kishimoto as well.
Yeah.
From when they first doing that, but yeah.
Some of the first styles they do when they try and, like you said, like put them in like modern clothing and stuff and like training clothes, it's like really wacky. And then you look at later on and it looks a lot better, like especially like like Kishimoto with like thing, and like looks like Horikoshi, like you say, like he's really like being creative with some of the character costumes, but also like you say, like their training wear and stuff. And
yeah, exactly.
He's just really nice.
A lot of people won't even put that much effort to having multiple costumes for one character.
Yeah. Nah, but that's cool. It's good to see.
But yes, training.
Training.
Yes. Enter Afro
Deku.
Should I say
yes.
Afro Deku?
we need Afro Deku on the thumbnail. Part of it.
He literally needs. Like he actually looks like broccoli, doesn't he? He's gonna look like broccoli in the anime with a green.
No, he looks like Afro Luffy.
Oh my god, Afro Luffy! Oh my god, what?
Just
a good thing to come out of that
arc. Foxy, yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. Like he's getting their advice on how to essentially do aerial combat.
Yeah.
And as like as a Bakugo stan, it was also like really nice to see that like Bakugo's maneuvering is still like a level above Deku.
What was the name of the game? Like Catch, it was like Catch a Bakugo, Catch a Car-chan or something like that.
Catch Car-chan.
Yeah.
You didn't have to put the explosions in.
And to be fair, I like how Uraraka's like, I can't believe you're doing this, Bakugo. You're so sadistic about this. But there's Deku actually said to him, "Go all out."
Oh yeah.
Low key killing that ship.
Yeah.
Low key.
Put that in the grave.
Low key killing that ship.
Oh man.
Watch, there was no ship. There was no ship between them two. I'm just gonna end it here.
There are some cursed people, but
if it weren't over before, it's over now.
I stand by Uraraka and Deku. I don't care.
Yeah, 100%. That's the one.
But yeah, it's a very wholesome moment with because obviously he's sitting next to All Might, and then All Might did his little speech.
So like Bakugo calls him out about the notes surrounding the fourth user.
Yeah. Interesting.
He hasn't revealed it in that detail.
Yeah. All Might kind of hints. He says like a really interesting line, like not all all wicked people seek power.
Yeah.
Like
it's to do with the greed.
Potentially that this fourth user could have been a hero at one point and then maybe got drunk on power.
Corrupted. Yeah, exactly.
And turned, you know.
I reckon that even the power itself is something Deku won't be able to control right now in his current form. I think that is why he's trying to avoid it as well.
Maybe it is like I made the thing like when we read it first time that like it could like be in Shige's decay or something or like a power like that.
Yeah.
But like if it is actually like a really lethal quirk, do you know what I mean? Like obviously punches.
The thing is, it could be a quirk where it could hurt anyone around him.
Yeah, something like that.
You know,
if it was something like that, they would tell him because they wouldn't want that awakening, would they?
but then you don't want. But I think at the same time, you don't want him to subconsciously think or worry about that quirk.
About it, yeah.
I think that's the other thing why he's trying to hold about.
There's a lot.
But like, I agree with what Jordan said. Like, the whole point of this float training was to avoid something like Black Whip happening again. Because when Black Whip manifested for the first time, it was very dangerous.
Exactly. You know, you have to. Again, his body's not ready. It's very fragile. It's still. You know.
So even now.
And all these quirks have been like boosted by the stockpiling quirk as well. That's at the base of this.
Yeah.
They're all a lot stronger.
Because it's the whole thing about One for All, where like the seed gets planted and it gets stronger over time as it goes from one user to the next user.
Yeah.
But
onto my favourite part of the chapter.
This is a very wholesome moment.
Yeah.
This was. I mean, I knew this would happen eventually, but the fact that it happened like this,
in that moment,
it took me by surprise.
I agree.
Completely. I did not expect to have this at all. Like honestly.
Do you know what's funny? I actually find it more funny that All Might pointed out as well.
Yeah. It's good.
It was really nice that he was the one to do it. Actually, I really liked that. But it just goes to show there are so many things and misconceptions we have about their relationship.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it went from Bakugo being almost protective of Deku and then like getting drunk on the power high and then having this inferiority complex and then it exploding. Like that's how I imagined it happened, and I think after this Bakugo is probably going to apologize, but All Might kind of said like, I don't think Deku even expects you to apologize.
Yeah, I think he's like kind of moved on in that sense. I think he really accepts him as he accepts him as a friend and all that. I don't think he's ever actually hated him in the first place. Anyway, you know.
No, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a misconception to a lot of people that I see that they aren't friends. Like, they are
they're friends in their own weird way. Yeah, it's a weird way to portray. Yeah. But like the thing is, when they were younger, like even Bakugo said, like he would always try to bully him because out of frustration of the type of character Deku was.
You know?
Yeah. Like he's
I think Bakugo was scared of what Deku would try do without power.
But like in some weird ways, Deku was acting more like a hero even before he got the powers. In that sense.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and that was Bakugo's weakness, and he understood that, and you know,
and he's trying to improve himself from it, which is good.
But now the man wants to keep him at arm's length, like, you know.
Yeah,
that's so wholesome.
That was good. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
Deku might not have any arms left after this.
Well, no, I'll put out my prediction in a bit when we get to that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe someday he'll tell him. Yeah.
But it's just very as someone who really likes Bakugo's character, it's very interesting to see how self-aware he is.
Yeah.
And that, you know, he is a parallel to Endeavor, but he's so many years ahead of Endeavor.
Yeah, in that sense, because at first he thought he's talking about like how power hungry Endeavor was at the beginning, but no, it's to just do with his accepting of what it means to be the #1 hero, like, you know, that the sense of justice, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Being what it means to be a hero rather than fame, you know.
No, literally, like like I said before about how mature Bakugo is. It's like insane. Like he's having like the same kind of thinking that Endeavor's having now.
Yeah,
but he's young.
At his age,
Jesus
exactly.
Christ.
You know what I mean? Like this, he's quite a deep character. Like looking at it now,
he
is.
You know? Yeah, and he's fucking hell. He's gonna be.
He's definitely had like one of the better character developments I've ever on so far.
Definitely,
and like Jordan says as well, like because he's going to have this clear mind at like a younger age than Endeavor. He's going to be a lot stronger than Endeavor.
Oh so yeah, I am certain he will be. Yeah, I'm certain.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, you know, like I said, I didn't expect them to throw all the stuff in like in the middle of this fight. But obviously, just before they even did the flashback, he's calling out to Deku, wasn't he? He's like, hold on, Deku. And it's like he's like panicking. He's like, he doesn't even know what he's gonna do right now.
For the last 2 chapters, it's been clear that he's concerned.
Yeah. Very.
Because Deku really is risking it all.
Well, yeah, like, but he's it's like a double-edged sword, isn't it? Like he's going all out, but if he screws it up, it's over pretty much. Like
yeah.
Which we know it's not going to be over in that sense, but.
And Bakugo also knows that he's just not strong enough to help Deku in this situation.
Because how strong Shigaraki's become is just, you know, it's like another. It was like when like All Might versus All for One. It's like that kind of level of fight, you know.
Yeah. It's mad.
Yeah.
And like Shigi's quirk in general is just pretty fucking overpowered. Like
exactly.
Like I don't like saying plot armor, like really. But like he's even said Deku in that. If they didn't have a whole like cover quirk or whatever, and it worked there, like kind of in the float, they'd be fucked.
Honestly, they would because the fact that it manifested at that exact time, it was good play. It's a good time to do it. I like how they build it up to that, but you know what I mean. And especially, he also reinforced Black Whip as well because he couldn't produce that many like whips and all that before.
Exactly.
To that level.
Everything just seems to have worked out.
But I think it's also, but it is also to do with his adrenaline as well because he's enraged, isn't he? And he's like,
doesn't it make you just feel a bit sorry for Shigaraki? I mean, Aizawa was first. First he had him like trolling him, and now he's got fucking Deku like, oh, I can fly. It's like,
but you have to remember this man. But you have to remember this man has a shit ton of quirk inside him, and he has the original quirk, which was All for One. So this man's gonna be more broken.
Man don't seem to be bothered.
Yeah.
Also, my guy, like his bodyguard, is about to level 20.
Exactly.
It's a bit hard to feel too bad for him.
Exactly. I can't feel. I'm sorry. I can't feel bad for him. But like,
I feel terrible for him.
I know you feel terrible because you don't want him to lose. But
I know what you mean.
I get what you mean. Like in the sense that he's 1v how many people he's taking on his own and getting trolled every time.
Oh my god.
But the thing is that man's done so much damage already. How many people he's killed?
Whatever happens to Shigaraki, I will never forget that panel where you stood on Endeavor and done his pose and said, "Is this the right way?"
That was the rawest moment I think from him.
That was just, I was like, that is just ridiculous.
But
that's like standing on like Ichigo's body and being like, "Is this how you do a bunkai or some shit?"
I think is that the same level of impact when like Aizen grabbed his bunkai.
I honestly,
so
it's just like never expected to see that disrespect again.
That is disrespect. But yeah, like going back to the thing, yeah. So now Deku's literally puts in 2 100% attacks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And Shiggy takes damage.
He takes damage,
not,
but he's regenerating.
But he's regenerating at a slow pace.
Yeah.
And he's at 75%. Bear in mind, so that's insane to think about.
This is where my prediction came in, though, because I feel like the impact of him using especially his arms, is going to be too severe, because he was warned before that he can't use 100%. He can't use his 100% strength because it'll be permanently damaging his bone structures, and that's why he had to end up using the shoot style with his feet. But again, if he's going all out with just his arms as well, I think that's going to be like the consequence out of this fight.
Isn't it like his left arm's gone, or is it both of them now?
I think his left arm is completely shattered.
His left arm shattered. I think he kept his right, but again, I don't
couldn't remember if it was like in the previous chapter.
He's got one more punch basically in the bag before he's got no arms.
Yeah,
But this is where all the predictions start to come in, because like his quirk Black Whip comes out of his arms.
Exactly.
So if Deku can't use his arms post this arc, like that's a huge nerf, not just for the super strength, but also for his other quirks.
The only other thing I could say is, I mean, because of plot armor, they could make it that the Black Whip can come out of his feet, but the way the quirk works at the moment is from his arms. But it's hard to say whether. But again, that would be one thing I could think of where if he damages his arms permanently, then that's a big loss of power.
Because we were talking about this yesterday, like nerfing Deku now would be a decent way for the rest of the class to like keep up with him in a sense. Because we've spoken before about how he's stolen Ida's whole flow. Now he's stolen.
Ida's just become irrelevant now at this point. I feel bad for him, but he's just irrelevant.
He needs a redemption. I don't know what they can do with him though.
He's stolen Sero's whole flow as well with Black Whip. And now Uraraka as well. Like for him to be nerfed now, it would allow them to catch up.
The thing is,
see what they could do.
The thing is, another thing that could happen is they both go unconscious for like a while. So
Shiggy and
Deku. Yeah, and again, that period can be the time skip where they trade up. That could also happen, because again, his body's running on adrenaline, and I don't know how much more he can hold his form.
And like Jordan's been saying as well, like although me and Emon are like rooting for the heroes here, we also don't want to lose Shiggy as a villain.
Exactly. The thing is, the only way for me with Shiggy is that his own body's got to stop working. That's the only way they will set. Like, I don't think anyone's going to die, or I don't know.
No, I don't like the fact that what people are saying. I'm seeing and saying like basically that Shiggy might actually go down this arc, and then in the future, All For One, and that's going to take it all back, kind of thing.
I don't know.
Please,
I don't.
Shiggy. We need more Shiggy. Like,
I think that would be a very. I think that would be a very stupid move in the sense that
it'd be
the way All For One set everything up. That is such a cock move as well. At the same time,
exactly. That'd be such a waste of Shigaraki.
Because the way the fact that All For One had a temporary version of his own powers, and he gave his original powers to Shiggy already. Then it kind of eliminates the whole point in some ways. You know what I mean? At the time, why would he fight All Might just with his temporary powers?
No,
what I mean?
Definitely. Oh man.
I don't know. It's hard. I mean, All For One will definitely come back. He'll definitely come back.
Yeah,
but
it's weird how he's gonna fit in, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know whether. Sorry, go on, Luca.
I think we've all like agreed that it's going to be a stalemate.
I think it will end up being a stalemate. Yeah. It's just whether
it's the repercussions of it, isn't it? Like,
the only thing is there could still be a chance that someone could die as well on top of this, like after Gran Torino. Even Endeavor. I don't know. Someone could still die. I don't know, but
and even like we were saying, like the biggest, like what we were saying about that fight is mad that's going on, and we think it's an end of draw, potentially no more deaths, potentially. But it's like what you were saying, like I don't think you said in this video actually. But like the repercussions, but also Gigantomachia. whether they can stop him is like massive.
That's
because
the other thing
that's
right now,
gonna be like that is actually more almost. Well, obviously they got to stop Shiggy, which we think they will. Gigantomachia thing is almost more concerning for us because it's they'll beat the villain, but then there's this villain going off and
the thing is, there's not
country.
really many heroes left now to stop him.
No, this is it, isn't it?
And the only other thing would be either he decides to go back for Shiggy, and just straight ignore everything around it, because whether I don't know whether you know what I mean. If Shiggy goes unconscious or something, whether they'll automatically make him react and be like, okay, he's just gonna go straight to Shiggy. He's not gonna bother destroying the town. But we still had the League of Villains there as well. So you know what I mean. Even if you take down Gigantomachia, like there's still something there. Oh god,
are we going to see a villain society post this arc?
But honestly, this has been the best arc so far.
It's been brilliant.
100%.
Yeah.
To wrap up, I think, time skip Bakugo is looking like a great character, and I think I'm intrigued to see whether or not Shiggy gives quirks to the rest of the league.
Exactly. If he learns to do that, then definitely.
Yeah, I want my man Shiggy to be like a god among men, but then at the same time that would be such a cool idea.
It'd be a cool idea, but that'll make everyone so
as great as this fight has been. I think the next time we come to this, it's gonna blow our minds. I'm really excited for the future of the series, just in general.
I'm still confident there will be a time skip. I just don't. I feel like there's just been too much damage done for them to just carry on straight away, in that sense.
That's fair enough.
The hero societies.
When you mentioned that time skip, it is wow, this is like one of them moments, like one of them arcs where it's like, this could be a time skip after this arc. It's that massive
because it's that much damaging to the point where you've lost half the heroes. The villains, technically, ultimately, the villains have won this. Ultimately, no matter what, even if Shiggy, if they stop Shiggy here, because the amount of the damage, and as a society as a whole will be fearing the villains now. That symbol of peace is gone.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah. Because they know, if they do know about the whole, how easy Endeavor got beat down by Shiggy.
Exactly.
I've
loved Endeavor's character development, but he's no All Might. End of the day.
No, this is it. You can't
He's it was cool when he faced Nomu and that he did the whole fist up. He's he's still standing. He'll be the next symbol, the symbol of peace.
Peace.
But it's just mad.
The minute All For One gets involved, it's a different story.
I'm curious to know what other role All Might's going to do from here. Obviously he's going to still be the teacher, and that, but I don't know whether there'll be anything else he can offer at the moment.
Because he must. Well, we know that he's frustrated, but this is we haven't actually seen.
Could you imagine if he temporarily gets his powers back or some shit?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can think of them stopping Giganta.
Yeah.
If Deku goes on hiatus for a little bit, he could put his attention into Bakugo potentially.
That could be another thing.
That'd be interesting.
Ooh. Oh, there's so many things we can predict. It's just hard to say, but either way, it's been an amazing arc. People cannot say
10 out of 10 chapter.
Easy 10 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10. I think the way they've done the chapters, even though it wasn't that long, it's still amazing.
I'm gonna give it a solid 7, to be honest.
Okay, he's just been very biased here, so we're just gonna ignore his score.
I'll give it a 7 for Bakugo.
Okay, whatever.
If Bakugo wasn't in it, it'd probably be a lot lower, so I'll take that.
Okay, but okay, whatever. If you guys enjoy that, comment, rate, subscribe, check out our socials down in the description, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Oh.